In this lesson, I will be introducing you to AutoCAD 2D environment. Just for clarification, this class is for people who wants to learn how to draft in relation to survey using AutoCAD. That means this class is mainly for survey students, young surveyors, and anybody working in a survey firm who is interested in learning how to draft. The things you will need in this class is just a laptop and an AutoCAD installed in that laptop. For the purpose of this class, I'll be using the 2007 version. So if you're joining me, I guess you install that version. That's if you have a higher version, but I can do another class for using that version if you want. So let's get started. In your AutoCAD environment, this is how it looks like, the 2007 version. From the top, you see the title bar, the menu bar, the task bar below, the tools we need. And for bringing out tools, should there be a tool we will need that is not displayed here yet, you follow my mouse as I'm explaining this. You come to this part, to the up part where the menu bar is, but there's nothing there. You right click, you see AutoCAD. Now when you place your mouse on that, that's the tools you need for anything that is allowed in this application will be displayed there. The one ticked are the one out already. Now not all are ticked, because what you should know is this application is used by both surveyors, engineers, architectures, and so many other institutions. So what this class is fully about is for plotting, as I've explained earlier. So we have to set it to our requirements. Now, how do we do that? Follow me. You come to your format, you click. The first setup is you click your text style. When you click your text style, you double click. The box will be displayed like this. Now, just like in your MS Word, you notice after doing your typing or whatever, or before that, you set your font type to what you want. Some offices use Times New Roman, some uses Vedana. It's related to, it's a choice. So just like it's a choice, for the purpose of this class, I'll be using Times New Roman. Then your text, your font style too. Some people like typing in italic, while some like it regular. You may make some text bold, while some unbold. This is where you do your settings. So for me to be at regular. Then for the height of my text, 1 is okay. You click apply, then you close. Our first setting is done. You come back to format. You click dimension style. Here in the dimension style, you click modify. Now we begin to do some other setups. Here under line, make sure these two boxes, the dim line 1, dim line 2 is clicked. Extend line 1, extend line 2 is clicked. You begin to notice some changes already, because if you don't do these changes, your work may not look as it's supposed to be. Then for symbol and arrow, think here is okay. For the jog angle, it's 45 degrees, 0 minutes. We are done here. Then we move to our text. In our text, I think text alignment should be aligned with the dimension line. Yeah, align with the dimension line. We check for the feet. Everything looks okay. Primary unit, we still set it to degree, minutes, and second. set it to 0 degree, 00 minutes. Okay. Now our suffix, since in survey, feet and meters is what is used in measurement. So the symbol of meter is indicated in our suffix. Okay. Decimal correct 0.00. Good. I think we are good here. Now we click OK. Since we have modified, we have set it in, or we have done what is expected, we click Set as Current. So our application will be done. After you click Set as Current, you click Close. Now for the last settings, we come to your unit. Engineer, this thing in this length, you notice, like I said, Surveyors uses decimal, there's architecture, there's engineering. It depends on who is using. Now, since we are doing this for the plotting for Surveyors, you click decimal, you leave it at decimal. Then the precision should be set to 0.00, degree, minute, and seconds 0.00. That is probably all you need for your settings. And secondly, this clockwise in survey, it is advised you go clockwise even when you're in your field taking your coordinates. When you're writing down your pillar numbers, everything should be done clockwise. So you click clockwise. When you click clockwise here, like I said, everything is done. Measurement is taken in meters. Then we click OK. Now, this environment has been set up for someone who wants to draft or plot a job. Now, since the environment, our setup environment has been done, some little introduction to your tools. Now, for the line, this is where your line is located. You know the line is used to draw. This is your circle. We use this to create an arc. If you want to impute text, you can click the multi-line text and it will help you to impute text. At the right hand side, you see your erase, your align tool, your trim tool, your extend tool, you know. This is just like an introduction to your work environment. So if I have any untouched area you want me to elaborate on, mind you, this is not to teach you how to use AutoCAD generally. This is to teach you how to plot with AutoCAD, because AutoCAD is a very vast application to use. So, and we are in the 2D display set. There is 2D and there is 3D. In the 3D, you see your X, Y, Z, and in the 2D is Y, X and Y, two-dimensional. So when you're asking your questions, if there's anything I have not touched in relation to this introductory class, you can drop it at the comment section and ask me to explain better, because next class we'll be going fully into our drafting. Now, I assume everybody knows how to save. So let's assume this is our first work, for example. and you're doing something, maybe not necessarily filled up, you have not fully plotted your job and you want to save, you come to your file and you click save as, because this is your first time of saving the job. Like for me, I like saving at my desktop so I can reach out to it very fast. Class. So this work environment I've already set up will be specially used for the purpose of this class. Now, if we'll dive into plotting fully, any tool I bring out, you see it in full use and explanation will follow, because that's why we can't make the class too lengthy. I can't start telling you, okay, the align tool is used for, this is used for. But when we get to using the align tool, you see its function in this place. So I think the introductory class is okay for now. Join us in our next class as we'll go into full breakdown on how you plot your job using both coordinates and coordinates you picked on your field, or redrafting a job that have already been drafted. In this class, I'll teach you, in this journey, I'll teach you even how to prepare layouts, many things, how to use your GIS, how to use your ROTK, because that's the most modern one used now and whatnot. Thank you, and I welcome you to this journey.